Jeez, I got to redo the whole intro. I was talking for like 5 minutes. Anyway, welcome back to After the Storm, everyone. Welcome back to the NHL 07 Dynasty Mode series, our first official episode here. Who else? Who better to go up against for the first episode than my favorite team, Carolina Hurricanes? However, we just went through like the whole process to set up the mode, and there's a lot of sort of stuff I'm not exactly sure was in NHL 06 or is maybe just expanded upon in NHL 07. Honest to God, no recollection of it being in 06. But again, I also started the 06 mode like 2 years ago, and yeah, we're a ways away from that. So it might have been in there. Honestly, I don't recall. But nevertheless, we picked the, you can pick a GM profile or like your traits, essentially, let's call it, in your profile for your GM. We just picked the one where you can get upgrades sooner. Again, it probably will not matter for our mode here, just because we're going to do 1 year and then we're moving on to the next game. If we get extra upgrades, that's fantastic. I'm not expecting it'll be the case, but if it is, that's awesome. And we'll go from there. But as we start, I'm sure there's like a welcome email. Again, very similar to how the 06 mode looked. Again, the interface, the Dynasty Central hub is relatively the same. The owner expectations here that I'm kind of blocking with my camera, but the owner expectations, you need to step it up to get a win. I think that's a little different. I don't think that was in 06. I'm going to say this like 100 times. I have no idea where I'm looking anymore because I put the camera in a different spot for the setup. However, so bear with me when I'm not looking at the screen the whole time. But I think that's new. But let's go kind of around the hub. Let's go around. Maybe we'll kind of see what's what, and see if maybe we can make a move to start our season off, or if we just want to kind of play it by ear, see how the first couple games go. We'll do that as well. All right, so Jim Bouvier. This is the welcome email. So with great pleasure that I welcome you to the Buffalo Sabres. My ultimate goal is to bring a championship to this franchise, and with you at the helm, that dream could soon become a reality. But in order to achieve that kind of success, the club must take small steps on the way to the top, get to the Stanley Cup Finals. I'm excited about the future of this organization, and I'm glad you are a part of it. Okay, so when we were picking our profile, the disadvantage to the one I picked, the advantage being we get upgrades sooner, the disadvantage was higher owner expectations. Now, our owner expectations initially were make the second round. This one says get to the Stanley Cup Finals. So again, that happened right away. I didn't know if that was going to be like second, third, fourth, fifth season where the owner expectations go up. But clearly it is year one. The good thing is we're anticipating being in the Cup Finals anyways, so not too much to worry about. So as we can see right now, there are no upgrades available. Assistant coaches was the one. We have 3 stars already on assistant coaches, so I was curious to see what this one was about. Each upgrade adds up an additional +1 to practice bonuses by increasing effectiveness. So practice bonuses is the main thing there. Each upgrade improves your goalie's attributes by +1. Strategic investing in strategic coaches will improve your players' overall abilities in passing and shooting. Power skating coach. Each upgrade improves your player skating by 2. Head coach. Each upgrade gives all players a +2 to their potential attribute. Okay, so that's what that is. Now, head coach, upgrading head coach would be fantastic if you were doing like a rebuild or something like that, where you could actually have some players that are probably slated to be, third or second liners, maybe get up to a first line overall. But as we go around here, let's take a look. Off ice. Medical. Each upgrade reduces recovery time by 10% and increases resistance to injuries. That's pretty good. Teamwork. By building up their motivation, your players will have more intensity in key situations at the end of a game and in the playoffs. Interesting. That one actually is quite interesting. Gym. Each upgrade increases a player's attributes by +2 for road games. That's an interesting one. The gym is strength and endurance, team travel, team functions. Each upgrade increases the morale of your players by 5%. And then front office. Assistant GM. Each upgrade increases the chance of a trade being accepted by 5%. That's pretty good. I already have one in there. Legal. Each upgrade allows you to save 10% on contract signings. That's pretty good. NHL pressure. Each upgrade raises the NHL salary cap. Okay. That's an interesting one. I assume it auto increases, but maybe it doesn't. Maybe they didn't put that in the game, and this is the way you actually have to raise the cap. Again, it's not a big deal. We are doing 1 year here, so I would never upgrade this because, it doesn't make a difference at all to us. Public relations. Keep good public relations with your fans, and this will increase players' morale boost at home. Okay. And rookie scouting. The best rookie coaches will provide you with better rookie assessment on their abilities and potentials. That's just a scout. Cool. All right, good to know. Actually, let me go back in. I just want to see that on ice stuff. Goalie coach. We want to strategic. Okay. All right. So practice bonuses are a good thing to have at 3 stars. Goalie coach, we'd probably want to up a little bit. Strategic coach is at passing and shooting, and then skating. And then we don't have to worry about the potential attribute right now. As we go into finances, again, this was the first game where I believe you couldn't edit the prices. I can't recall if this actually was in NHL 06 or not, but it auto sets the prices for you in this one. And but you get a good breakdown of like yearly revenues, yearly expenses, fan giveaways $5 million, player salaries 30.4, taxes 15. I wonder if the taxes do change. Even Carolina pays more tax than almost anyone. Off-ice expenses 0. Love to see if a team had like no tax. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, Carolina pays the most tax out of anyone. Does any team just make like no money? The Islanders make $18 million. You guys can't see it. I'm blocking it, but just scrolling through all this stuff right now. But Toronto, $34 million. I'm sure they make more than that every year. So it shows you ticket prices, playoff ticket price, stuff of that nature. I'm assuming that's like an average. Projected attendance, 17,159. That's pretty much a full building. Projected attendance revenue for the season will be $46.4 million. And I wish you could do a little bit more on that sort of stuff, but again. So into the scouting, as you can see, some players are already uncovered to be pretty good. I don't know what. I guess that just means you can make sure to scout them closer. Again, scouting not a big issue for us. We don't need to worry about it. Can't recall. I would assume this was in NHL 06, but honestly, I don't even recall. Vanek needs a contract extension sort of thing. Yeah, you could quickly fill up your cap and just not have any left. It's very nice to be in a position where we don't even really have to worry about this. But yeah, I could imagine it would be a little annoying when playing a game. Again, I haven't done a full-on franchise mode in this game since I was 11 or 12. Free agents. Let's go take a look around the league of free agents. We did preview this a little bit. Sean Hill, Ty Domi, Nathan Dempsey, right-handed offensive D. So I think one thing I identified if you watched the roster and jersey video was that Buffalo has a lot of left-handed shot D. And I would really like to see, let's even it out a little bit sort of thing. So let's go take a look at trades, specifically for defenders. Also, what's really nice is that the menus seem much faster for NHL 07. I don't know if that's my PC or what the deal is here, but so Newman, I know, is a right-handed shot. Right-handed shot, 38. I won't move on from him just because he actually is kind of the perfect top pair right D. Ludman, also very good. Won't want to move on from him. Lefty, of course. Offensive D man, perfect. Again, the speed, everything is really, really good. Also, I do want to point out something here. As we go back to this real quick before we get into the game here, I like how you can see that on Tony, even though he's 28 years old, he's still growing. He's still got a little bit of growth to do. His potential is 83, so he's above his potential. But I believe the font color being changed is actually showing you that he's done developing his speed and his deking, but everything else is still in development. Whether or not that is positive or negative, I think it can drop, but it will level out at some point. Oh man, we've got so many defenders on this. This is tough. It's tough to know who kind of to move here. I'm a big Brian Campbell fan, so I don't want to move him. But a lot of these guys are offensive Ds. Like Teppo Numminen, Kalinin. Like we have everybody is a offensive D except for Ryan Fitzpatrick. Is that Ryan Fitzpatrick? No, that's a quarterback. Rory Fitzpatrick. Everybody on the team is an offensive defenseman except for him, which is really weird to see. I'm not used to like the modern NHL games have so many two-way guys. Yeah, I like Kalinin. I like all these guys, but I don't want to get married to like Spacek. So I don't want to move on from Kalinin. But is he like way slower than 98 speed? Like this team is ridiculously fast. Maybe we'll keep those four and move to Linder. Like Jilson's not a righty, is he? I genuinely think Teppo Newman. Oh, Jilson is a righty. Okay, and he's got good speed. All right, I don't mind that so much. So Newman and Jilson would be the third pair right D. And then to keep Kalinin or Spacek is the question. Actually, I think Linder could go. On the left side of Lidman, Kalinin, Spacek, run. Maybe put Campbell on the right side. Ludman, Numminen, Kalinin, Campbell, Spacek, Jilson. Yeah, that means Linder is the odd man out. Anyways, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to speed this up until I make a trade or don't make a trade, and I'll let you guys know. First trade of the mode. We moved. I thought I put Novotny in that. Who did I trade them? Linder? Yeah. So Linder. Was it Adam Mayer I put in? I think the stick slipped on me, but Adam Mayer can go. That's fine. I'm not too concerned about that one. It says he's an 84, but he's not. Yeah, I meant to trade Yuri Novotny. But Pavel Kubina wanted a defensive right shot D, and he is that. He's an 89 overall. Very good player, good speed. Checking toughness, really good. I like how there's not even like a defensive category in the attributes. It's just like, yeah, he's good. Checking toughness, good. Puck control, 92. Yeah, he's solid. 29. So it's not like you shouldn't see any regression from him if it even works that way. But Kubina's a big get for the squad. Trying to think of what I want to do. Not sure if I want to keep Thomas Vanek at this point. I got to go take a look at the lines. We'll be right back. Oh, actually, hold on. Look at that. What's out on the ice? Trade special. Buffalo Sabres acquire Kubina from the Maple Leafs. All right, so getting into our lines. It's kind of how I've got it set up initially. Vanek here. Again, I'm not exactly sure what we'll go for if we do a Vanek trade. Ideally, maybe we'll see just kind of what he looks like, kind of how he performs. But all in all, look what a stacked roster this is. Go to the defense: Kubina, Lidman, Newman, and Campbell, and Kalinin, Spacek. Nobody below an 87. And then you got Miller. I love how it says that. I love how it says he's a stand-up goaltender, but he's not. Let's change that to Jury. Yeah, like an embarrassment of riches in terms of like face-offs on this team it's wild. Like Briere is a 92 on face-offs. I wonder what Jury is. Jury is a 90, and then we have Gostad, who's one of the better face-off guys in the league. 80. I think Gostad's a 90 overall in face-offs. Hesht is a 82, and Derek Roy's an 87 or something, and Connolly's even like an 84. Like everybody's good at face-offs on this team. It's kind of crazy. So what I'm actually gonna do here is we're gonna run it like a modern power play, and put Drury there. We'll put Hesht here as well. And then we've got lots of... We'll keep Kalinin and Newman in there because they're both good offensive defenders that can move the puck. And, of course, if we're on power play unit 2, we are probably going to be expiring the power play there. So we'll run it that way. Penalty kill, Drury, Gostad. I would like to switch Hesht with Gostad. Briere. I don't mind Briere being on there, actually. That's fine with me. I would like to change probably Tebow Newman and take him off and put... Actually, Gilson didn't even... Gilson's a... Fitzpatrick was the only D. Yeah, okay. All right. Fine. We'll leave that. Hero line, don't really... I have the hero line stuff turned off. Finnegan, Vanek, Connolly. Take Connolly out and put Drury there. I do have the hero line thing off just because I don't want them to force a line out at the end of the game. Had a little difficulty on the lines. I didn't know who I hadn't dressed, and it was actually Dan Paille. So I was double shifting Dumont. I think it was Dumont. Yeah. Anyway, Dan Paille in the lineup. So jersey numbers. I'll have to check Kubina here. But right now, Briere, Jury, and Newmanen. I'm leaving Briere with the captaincy. He's my favorite player, and I know they split it this season, so that's fine. Let's just make sure everyone's got their numbers. Jury 23, JP Dumont, yep. Gostad 28, Hesht, yep. Kalinin and Kotelik. Pavel Kubina is wearing number 13. That's good to me. So we are good to go. Just going to put our best suited for skilled players. 2 players are available for a pass. Yep. Let's go overload. Considering the way our lines actually are, I would say crash the net for our 4th line. Those are big, strong guys, and Dan Paille on that line. So I like that idea. We'll go to defensive settings, collapsing, staggered, a good mix of high and low. We'll do that for now, just before we staggered, overload, crash the net. Quick plays, conservative. Special teams, we are going to go umbrella. So hopefully especially on that first power play unit, we have the proper, Brian Campbell. Dan Campbell, like I'm watching a Detroit Lions game. Brian Campbell at the point feeding, hopefully, 2 other players. Penalty kill diamond is probably the best way to go. I think. Penalty killers attack the puck carrier, maintains pressure on the outside forces, but can leave openings in the slot. That's probably where I don't want to leave him. Allows shots from the outside. Great for covering umbrella power play. Covers players in the high slot. Keeps a defensive player directly in front of the net. I'm gonna go to passive box for that reason. I'm gonna go standard on this just because I don't want the players just kind of staying back the whole time. I'm not sure exactly how these ones operate typically. Practice schedule, again, something that shooting boost, endurance boost, skating boost, no contact, a lot of shooting boost, skating boost, endurance shooting, endurance checking. The no contact schedule actually seems to be, doesn't take away just a little bit of the checking and a little bit on endurance. Tactical takes a little bit of checking away, but adds kind of everywhere else. Yeah, maybe tactical is the way to go. Let's set it as that. Alrighty. Progress reports. Yeah, I don't think in minor league management, don't need to really touch anything in there right now. Yeah, so just before we get into the game portion here, I know we're probably about 20 minutes in at this point. We'll do the same thing we've done with the NHL 06, the 2005 series. We'll do a preview of our matchup, and I just wanted to let you know I'm going to start this one off similar to exactly the 2005 series. I won't outright say it's a commentary series because I might do a hybrid of like 3 games on commentary, 1 game played, yada, yada, yada. But we're going to start off on commentary. So we'll start that way. It'll be in the broadcast view. It seems like I've done a couple tests with the game so far. It seems like it's pretty good. So we'll go with that to start, see how it plays. If the game feels like it's just a little too bogged down in like repetitious like scripts, we'll go away from it. We'll go back to playing. But from what I know about this game is it's not easy to score. So, yeah. So we're going to go on commentary to start. So you'll be back to hearing me do play-by-play. Be a lot of fun. It will be a lot of fun. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and preview the matchup. Game 1 in Raleigh against the defending Cup champions, the Carolina Hurricanes. So, of course, our head-to-head here, there's nothing. Neither team has played a game yet. So the best we can do is compare our overalls. 87, 91. Carolina, a better team again. They're getting a huge, huge, huge boost off of the fact they won the Cup. They are a good team, no doubt about it. We looked through them in the roster preview episode, and they're a good team. But again, they have a 95 overall center. We don't. They have a 90 overall goalie. We don't. So I get why those overalls are a little bit higher right now. But hopefully, as we go through the season, or even just in this game, like we've got strength, all 4 lines, all 3 D pairings, and we got Ryan Miller in net. I'm not too concerned about our level of play, but we'll see. Our goalie profile. Now, here's where this is, again, home ice advantage is a big thing in these games. It's not so much anymore, but again, you see 2 stars across the board for Ryan Miller, 3 stars at home, and 94 overall for Cam Ward. They're getting a good boost. That's probably why you're seeing like a +3 overall as opposed to us who has an 87. Like you're probably seeing a +2 or 3 in everybody's overalls for Carolina right now, and that's why they're at a 91. So this is probably a closer matchup than I think. I am a little concerned about this goaltending matchup because I'm just a little worried about a 2-star across the board goaltender in Ryan Miller. We still have team reports in the game, of course, exactly the same way they used to work. There's not a whole lot to show you at this point because they haven't played a game just like us. So none played. Again, there's nothing in there. There's no injuries, but we can see that Rod Brennamore is their captain. Kevin Adams, Corey Stillman are their assistants. They play at RBC Center in Carolina, 21,000 person capacity in the arena. Nevertheless, there's not a whole lot to show right now, but as we go along in the series, if you have not watched the NHL 06, NHL 2005 series, you'll see that this expands as we go through the mode. It becomes much more useful and a tool in terms of previewing our matchup. All right, anyways, guys, that's going to do it for any preview portion. Let's go ahead and get into the game. Game number 1 of the season on the road against the defending Cup champions. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina. Just before we hit puck drop earlier tonight, we had the banner raising 2005-06 Stanley Cup Champions, Carolina Hurricanes.
Please rise for the Stanley Cup Champions, your Carolina Hurricanes.
Banner will remain in the rooftops of this building for as long as this team will play here. But for now, we are ready to kick this season off. Sabres, Hurricanes. Go. Briere dancing into the zone. Finds Ludman. Briere back with it. Finnegan off. Vanek shot. Good glove save by Cam Ward. Rookie netminder that led the team into that Stanley Cup. They're winning that draw against Eric Stahl. Kubina, recently acquired from the Toronto Maple Leafs. Way back, Ludman retrieves Kubina there and lifts it out. Just the center, Frantisek Cabriolet. Back in, but Briere bringing it back. Now a hook, no call. Cole looking across, Ludman there. Vanek back and forth. A penalty upcoming. Looks like it's going with the captain, Rod Brindamore, for high sticking. Get him on the backside. And yes, he did get that stick up on Maxima Finneganov. Brindamore not happy about it. But nevertheless, he will head to the box. Draw. Tverdovsky behind the net. Lifts it off the glass and down the ice to kill the penalty. First unit, or the second unit rather, actually starting for Sabres. Back and forth with Tverdovsky there. Will intercept the puck, play it back down. Letting the Canes know they're in it. Dumont back in front. Hesh scores! Jochen Hecht starts the scoring, the first goal of the season on the power play. Good work by Dumont to shoulder off the check. Finds him in front, and Tverdovsky can't get to Hecht. Or he rips it over the blocker's side. We got a 1-0 game here. Buffalo starting off well. Here comes Briere. Nearly in there. Right off the draw, Justin Williams takes the hit from Kubina. He falls. Let's go with the puck, and Ludman to retrieve that first line out. Briere there. Vanek with a shot, and Cam Ward stretching out for that glove. I'll have to keep it going. Gets that puck out, and a penalty now coming to Buffalo. This began after the lockout season last year, where the crackdown on these hooks and these stick plays, the officiating crew. Now, both captains have taken a penalty early on in this game. Send their teams to the penalty kill. Can Carolina answer? Brindamore there. Shot. Ooh, pad save by Miller. Campbell's clearing attempt. Doesn't work. Gostad's only gets as far as center there. I'm not exactly sure of the whistle on that one. Say it hit him on the way in as we get to take a look at the Buffalo lines for the season opener. Eric Cole, his way in, move, looks to set up. There's Stahl shot, and Miller's going to dive on that puck. Freeze it. Drury against Vasicek. Draw. Drury winning it. Spin around. Nice backhander to clear. Puck down the ice. Glenn Wesley back. Again. Finds Williams, who drew the penalty. Campbell there. Ooh. He got caught up with his own goaltender. 50 seconds to go. Drury going to get it down the ice. 6:30 to go in the first period. Wesley back, just 10 seconds to go on this power play. Carolina not mustering much. There's this man advantage. Back down the ice it goes again. Before the penalty expired, icing waved off. 4 minutes to go here. Briere, nice move at the line. Drury has shot Briere on the rebound, and Cam Ward is there to make sure that puck stays out. Back come the Canes. Brendan Moore in front. Oh! Tried to go back on the backhand. But Miller there. Back come the Sabres as we got some back and forth action here to end the first. Stahl shot. It's poked away on him last second. Icing there in a power play upcoming. A high sticking call going against Jaro Spacek. Not exactly sure where the high stick is on that play. Pretty rough, keeping his words to himself on the bench. Puck come out to center due to the icing as well. There's Stahl. Final seconds here of the first. Brendan Moore coming walking out front. Cole off the crossbar. And the period will come to an end. Hesht, the deciding goal thus far in the game. 1-0 Sabres lead heading to the first intermission. Back for the second period. Carolina will start the period on the power play, their second of the night. The first one was killed off by the Sabres. Esch, the goal scorer, leading that one off, and Drury's just going to get that one deep. Relay regrouping behind his net finds Mike Commodore. Brendan Moore, play off the boards, looking to set up are the Canes. Back in front, Brendan Moore had a chance there. I'm not sure he got the shot away. Back come Carolina. 40 seconds to go on the power play. Intercepted by Newman and right back down the ice. Seconds remain. All Cole in, shot scores! Eric Cole. We got a tie game in the second period. The special teams on both sides striking early in their seasons. Passing play, Eric Cole gets in there, gets that puck past Ryan Miller. Tie game now. Here's Vasicek back the other way, backhander on, and Miller paddle down to make that save. Dan Paille, fourth line out there, pass, steered away by Ward. Stillman back. Vasicek there. Stillman and Williams scores. The middle of the slot is opening up for the Hurricanes. And back-to-back quick goals as Williams catches Miller sliding a little bit too far to his right. Just like that, Cup champions have the lead. They're winning the draw against Kevin Adams. Whitney, their shot off the post and a penalty coming to the Sabres again, and Adams' backhander goes wide. Back in front is the cycle game on there for the Carolina Hurricanes. New arrival, Pavel Kubina with a cross-checking penalty. Lindy wanting an explanation from the official, doesn't like it too much.
Buffalo penalty to number 13.
Just on the draw.
Pavel Kubina.
Wins it.
2 minutes for
Clears it.
nothing.
Carolina looks to extend this lead. 2. Campbell's clearing attempt blocked by his own player. Stahl back in front. Brendamore off the post. Back in front. A mad scramble by the Sabres as they just desperately try to get this puck out of the zone. Brendamore shot goes wide. Back in front off the post again. The backhander from Eric Stahl on that one. Cross, Campbell, and the Sabres continuously having their own clearing attempts blocked by their teammates. 30 seconds to go. Backwards pass, didn't get there. Back down to their own end. Frantisek Coverlay's Jury skating hard onto that one, trying to force a turnover. Final seconds of the power play. Here's Stillman. Back and forth, and Hesh gonna get it down the ice. Ford plays it. Wesley can get it. His cycle pass, not good. There's a pick off by Jury. Hesh, Kubina shot. Oh, and wasn't completely stopped by Ward. Jury's still there with it. Kubina shot is a bit of a setup here from the Sabres on that one, and a backhander the other way. Corey Stillman, what a backhander. Slid past Brian Campbell. Carolina opens up a 3-1 lead here late in the second. After a hot start by the Sabres, drawing a penalty. Hesh getting the goal. It's been all Carolina since. Here's Vanek. Cross. Tverdovsky gonna pick that one off. Kubina. Vanek. Vanek shot there. Briere backhander, and he gets it past. Buffalo desperately needing one, and the captain gives them one back. Narrows the lead to just 1. That is a heavy, heavy shot from the youngster Thomas Vanek. Causing that rebound. Back and forth there, Dan Paille. For a pass, Wesley picks it off. Andrew Ladd. Craig Adams. Accepted by Libman. Final minute of the first. Sorry, rather, the second. Adams there. Shot. Big save. Miller at the end of the period. And that is how we will enter the third. 3-2. Carolina leads. Come back out for the third. 3-2 lead for Carolina. Ball down the ice, not enough for icing. And back by the Sabres. Briere in, backhander on, Finneganov. Sharp angle, saved by Ward. Vanek back, backhander just goes wide. Canes will start it back up the ice. Stahl finds Cole, turned over to a Finneganov. Door Cole shot. Where's the puck? Oh, it was there on the doorstep. Brendamore whacking away at it. No avail. Stahl back the other way. Eric Stahl still with it. Finally loses the puck. Pumped back in by Carolina. 14 to go in the third. Buffalo needs a goal to tie. Vanek. There, shot on, scores! Briere! A second goal off of a rebound from a Thomas Vanek rip. What a spin move as well. And Briere actually didn't shoot it probably to where he wanted it to go. But it got past Cam Ward nonetheless. We've got a tie game here in the third. Crowd is a little bit more silent now. Shot there. There's Derek Roy walking in. What a play there, but just couldn't get that shot away. Recchi. Back in front, finds Whitney. Adams down low, trying to find Whitney cutting across the crease there. Just couldn't. Adams' backhander is saved by Miller. Sabres will come the other way. Connolly. Connolly's shot on. Offside as Recchi had stepped in, and that pass just came back over the blue line. Take a look at that save from Ryan Miller. 9:36 to go in the third. Entering maybe next goal wins territory as Vasicek comes back in. Nice move. Can't get the shot away. Drury entering the zone. There by Wesley. Wesley steals the puck. Finds Vasicek up the wing. Vasicek picked off by Brian Campbell. Drury. Totally. Drury back in front. Oh, and Ward was smart enough. Got that stick right out there. Deflected it. Didn't let that pass get to the slot. Coming back a 3-on-2. 4-on-2 actually with Drury over there. Drury hooked. No call. He's yelling at the ref on back up the ice. As Williams scores. Chris Drury is letting the ref have it because he felt he got hooked. That led directly to that goal. .5:37 to go in the third. Carolina up 4-3 on the Sabres. Here, Finneganov poked away. Over again. Minutes to go in the third. Top line out. Vanek in. Alone shot. Oh, what a save by Cam Ward. Finneganov rips it wide. Looks like a delayed penalty upcoming against the Hurricanes as Briere rips the slap shot in the hat trick in the first game of the season for Danny Briere. As we are back to a tie game, the delayed penalty, not even sure the extra attacker was able to get out there and affect the play much. That is just a goal that Cam Ward is going to want back. 4-4 the score. 47 to go in the third. Briere coming back again, looking for goal number 4 on the night, maybe. Oh, and he nearly had it. Vanek shot scores! And just like that, Buffalo staring down the barrel of a game they were going to lose in the final minutes, and suddenly back-to-back goals. Incredible. Buffalo now in front 5-4, playing spoiler on banner-raising night here in Raleigh. And there's Briere again. He's been all over the place in this game. For Cole, Brendan Moore, the captain. Shot stopped by Miller. Final minute now. Brendan Moore again in front. Oh, and another big save by Ryan Miller again. Finneganov back, leaving this top line out there. Vanek shot, Briere. Vanek turns it over to Brendan Moore. 35 seconds to go. He's got Cole. Shot on the side. Where's the puck? Miller's got it. He plays it out. Picked off, and Stillman tried to get into the zone, but it is offside. We take a look at some of the fans in attendance tonight having some fun here in Raleigh. Check wins the draw, straightforward. Out of the zone and back in, but no offside. He was the only one in. Moving in. 18 seconds to go. Passing there, and Chris Drury is going to hit the empty netter. Spoiler, in game 1 of the season, it's going to go to the Buffalo Sabres. 16 seconds left. Not out of the woods just yet, of course. We've seen the way this game has gone tonight. Briere, still with it. Briere in, nice chance. 12 seconds out, 5 to go. Stillman. Kubina hits him hard, the bucket comes off, but that will do it. Buffalo takes game 1 on the road. 6-4 in a shootout. 3 stars upcoming. That'll wrap up our broadcast tonight.
Tonight's third star, Carolina number 11, Justin Williams. Tonight's second star, Buffalo number 48, Henry Speed. And tonight's first star for Buffalo number 26, Thomas Mann.
All right, so coming out of game 1, that was a bit of a thriller, but I also know that I wasn't showing you guys the stats in between periods, but I'm not even sure. I think that game finished like 16-14 in shots. So that score is going to be absolutely dreadful if we want any sort of semblance of... I know these games are so difficult to get to like a 900 save percentage, but like if we can get like to 880, usually I'm pretty happy. I'd just like to see like maybe 20 shots per side on each for each team, and kind of in a roundabout way. I just don't want to see like that was a fun game to call, but again, it's also the 5-minute periods. If you guys notice as well at the top while we're watching like the power play takes its own amount of time, but the clock doesn't adjust to the power play setting. So it just like if it just runs. So if you get like a 5-minute major, it will be the entire period, which is kind of annoying. Maybe not the entire period, but it's far more than 2 minutes in game time than it is actually what it should be. But what I know for sure is that we got to do a little bit of tinkering with the gameplay. I'm going to slow it down a little bit. Probably make it so that the shooting isn't so overpowered. Like basically if they get it in the slot, and they take their time, they're scoring 9 times out of 10. So I'm going to try to lower the shot power, shot accuracy a little bit. A fun game nonetheless, an awesome way to start the series. But I think we do need to just tinker with it a little bit just to get it down. And we also might end up going to 10-minute periods instead of 5s if I'm going to slow the game down that much. Just to allow the game to kind of catch up. Because otherwise it's going to be like 2 shots a period, and that's not going to be fun for anyone to watch. So I'll do some tinkering, and we'll hopefully see the results in next game. Oh, this is nice. I forgot they put this in NHL 07. You can actually see, other games around the league, see what they've kind of done, see who's won, and sometimes you're doing a playoff battle and you got to keep an eye on another team as you're coming down the stretch here. So I like that little feature. And after every game, it actually jumps you to the standing screen, which is pretty cool. And of course, this was in the old playoff format. 1 through 3 were the division leaders. 4 to 8 were the rest of the teams. I actually like how they have the cutoff line here, so you can just see like who's in the playoffs and who's not. Again, a lot of teams haven't played, so that's normal. So how we end every episode is by previewing our next game. So we will go ahead and preview ourselves against the Montreal Canadiens. So Montreal hasn't played yet on the season, of course. We are now at home, so we're seeing a little bit of a boost. Not even that much, really. But as you can see, not a whole lot to go over in these. Again, Ryan Miller's still 2 stars across the board. I thought he was pretty good in the first game. Made some key saves. That was the biggest thing. It does seem overall that the game gives the AI teams like the full overalls, and you as a user have to work your way up. I won't go to team report because there's going to be nothing there other than like, actually, let's go there just to see. Bell Center, 21,000. Saku Koivu, Alex Kovalev, and Craig Rivet are their captains. Nothing else really to go off of for Montreal at the present time. So as always, guys, as we kind of wrap up the episode here, thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video today, hit that like button down below. Throw a comment out if I should be targeting a player or whatever you guys think to bring on board here. Again, I threw out the idea of Alex McGillney reuniting in Buffalo toward the end of his career. I think that's a fun option. But again, not a trade we need to make right away. I think the Cabino one is going to be one that pays dividends. He was pretty solid in the first game against Carolina there. Did take a penalty, but other than that, he was very, very good. And obviously, when we come back, I will have tinkered with the gameplay settings a bit just to see exactly what we can kind of get out of the game. I do want to see a little bit more, but it'll be a work in progress, probably for about the first 10 games or so of the series. And then from there, we'll pretty much know what we want to have. As always, guys, again, thank you for watching. Hit like, hit subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you can get the videos as soon as they upload. I'm not exactly sure when these ones are coming out just yet, but I'm hopeful I can get it to a 2 video per week spot. We'll see. It'll take us a little while to get there, but we will get there. Nevertheless, I will catch you guys on the next one.